champions over in the Bundesliga, but of course we still have a small matter of the Champions League places left in, of course, German's top flight. Who's going to finish fourth? We're going to take a look at it, all of it, next. That's right, folks. Back to another prediction video today. We're looking forward to match number 34. That's right, up in the Bundesliga. And of course, the race for top four is well and truly on. We'll take a look at that and more in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VRPs and the Patreons, guys. Thank you for the course. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe and keep back today. All things Bundesliga related, Black Rose related, world football related. We're on our way, boys. Right here under one brewski. That's right. Leipzig currently find themselves in fourth spot with 57 points. But of course, breathing down next are Freiburg and Union Berlin. Both of those two sides could actually sneak in to the trapdoor of fourth spot if, of course, they were to go get results that way. Leipzig, who they're going to be taking on? They're going to be taking on Arminia Bielefeld on the road. So it looks like Leipzig are going to have it. But of course, a shitstorm there. A bit of a draw, perhaps, could open up the likelihood for maybe Freiburg or even Union Berlin to sneak in there and take it away. We'll take a look at all of it in a minute, of course. Once again, shout out to my Patreons. But let's have a look at what went on last time around. Of course, Bayern are on the beaches, aren't they? They're in party mode. But of course, Dortmund ending the season with a 3-1 win. The penultimate game against Greuther. 3-1 win in the end. Köln, good season for them, but of course losing to Wolfsburg as they currently find themselves in 7th spot. 1-0 loss for them. Hoffenheim with a 4-2 loss against Leverkusen. Freiburg with a 4-1 loss against Union Berlin. My boys Mönchengladbach with a draw against Frankie. Bayern are definitely on the beaches with a 2-2 draw against Stuttgart. Hertha Berlin, a 2-1 loss against Mainz. Leipzig, though, 4-0 win over Augsburg. And Bochum, 2-1 win over Bielefeld. As you can see, I'll show you right here, right now. The table looks like this. Greuther, Fürth are down. So are Arminia Bielefeld. They are down. And Stuttgart are in that playoff spot right here, right now. However, they do have a better goal difference than Hertha Berlin. So a win for them on final day could see Hertha Berlin flip-flop back into the relegation spots to go into must-win games against some a team from the second tier as well. As for the race for the top there, of course, we know Bayern, of course, champions. Dortmund will be second no matter what, and Leverkusen will be third. Those places are set in stone. However, Leipzig are 2 points clear of Freiburg, a loss for them, and Freiburg could actually see them jump above them into that 4th spot, and of course, that'd be a monstrous way to end the campaign for Freiburg. Meanwhile, Union Berlin also with an outside sniff of top 4, but it looks like they're going to be in Europe no matter what. Anyway, let's take a look at, of course, how you guys got on. Here you go with the pickaroos, and of course, the guy last time around was Bianca Muller. Strap that, the Chickadee, with a 6-point bandlanza there. So well done to Bianca, of course, and she's a patron as well. So much love to her for her picks. And of course, take a look at how we all got on. This is the mini lead from January onwards. Hans Wurst is kicking ass at the moment with 71 points, 4 points clear over Rossa Frost, who's got a couple of point lead over Imhan Hussein. That's of course the mini leaderboard. The master leaderboard is bubbling behind the scenes, and of course we've got 9 points left here to change the space of this. And of course that as well. So these are the link to get involved. Cut the Bundesliga. Get your name in lights, guys, as we of course wrap up the season right here, right now. These are the final games. So it's win and you're in, or a point and you're there for Leipzig. But anyway, we'll kick it off forward with Wolfsburg up against Bayern, who are on the beaches. Of course, now these two sides, according to my eyes, have played each other 56 times in 1987. 5 wins for Wolfsburg, 45 wins for Bayern, and we've got 6 draws, of course. Just 1 defeat over the past 5 for Wolfsburg right now, 58% form. Up against the Bayern side, just 1 defeat in the past 6 of them, 67% form for Nagelsmann's boys. Last round, of course, over in Wolfsburg was a 3-2 win for Bayern back in April 2021. The reverse fixture, of course, a 4-0 win for Bayern way back in December 2021. Bayern, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 wins on the bounce, of course, up against Wolfsburg as well. Wolfsburg, they're picking up a 1-0 win for Köln last round. Bayern with a 2-2 draw against Stuttgart. It's actually been back-to-back games now without a win for them, as they, of course, are on party mode, like I said. Looking at the odds here, we have 70-4 for Wolfsburg, 50-8 on as your Bayern. Of course, 50-4 is your. I'd probably back Wolfsburg here because Bayern don't really give a shit, in all honesty. I'm going to back, of course, a 1-0 win for Wolfsburg, take it to the house, and of course to end the season with a bang for them. Meanwhile, RB Bielefeld up against RB Leipzig, play each other, of course, according to my eyes, 5 times 2015, 1 for Bielefeld, 3 for Leipzig, and 1 draw, of course. Leipzig, though, without a win in the last 10 games, 70% form, up against the Leipzig, have won 3 and lost 3 of the last 6, 50% form, including, of course, the Europa League defeat to Rangers. Take a look at the Schuka Arena. These two sides, last time around, over at Bielefeld was a 1-0 win for Leipzig back in March 2021. Of course, there was a match number 26 last season. The reverse fixture, course, in Leipzig this campaign. Back in December, it was a 2-0 win for Bielefeld as well. They're trying to do the double over them. Can they do it this weekend? Of course, Bielefeld did lose to Bochum last time around. Leipzig with a 4-0 win over Augsburg. But the odds for this one, of course, Bielefeld 50-2 for the victory. Found 1 and draw 7-2 on is your Leipzig. They're red hot favourites. They're going to win this one, aren't they? 3-0 win for them on the road. But of course, a defeat. And guess what? They opens up the chance for Freiburg and maybe even Union Berlin to sneak in there and take, of course, the 4th spot away. Kicking off forward, it will be Mainz up against Frankie, of course, coming at you same day, same time as everyone else. That's, of course, the 14th of May at the Opel Arena. Played the 37 times in 1986, 10 wins for Mainz, 12 wins for Frankie, and 15 draws. Just one defeated past 4 games for Mainz right now, 42% form. Up against the Frankfurt side, 1-2 lost 2 and drawn 2 over the last 6. They are in the Europa League final, goodness gracious me. Of course, 50% form for them, 1 defeated past 5. Of course, last time though, in Mainz, it was a 2-0 win for Frankfurt back in January 2021. On the reverse fixture, of course, a 1-0 for Frankfurt back in December 2021 as well. Frankfurt with a draw against Gladbag last round. Mainz with a 2-1 win over Hertha Berlin. Back-to-back wins for them, scoring 5 goals and conceding a couple in those 2 games. Looking at the odds here, 6-4 on is your Mainz, 60-5 is your 7-2 is your away win. Again, if Frankfurt were to win this, the Europa League, they'll be playing Champions League next football. Goodness gracious me. I'm going to go with a win for Mainz here, 2-1 win for them, denting Frankfurt's hopes, but of course they don't really give a shit there. Of course, all eyes, all focus will be on that game against Rangers. One win and you're in, basically. Meanwhile, Leverkusen up against Freiburg, of course. Oh gosh, I didn't see this one in the fixture list. Of course, Freiburg, if they've got to not only see if Leipzig were to lose against Bielefeld, but they've also got to beat Leverkusen at home, of course, who aren't easy, are they? 47 times they played, 3-22 wins for Leverkusen, 11 wins for Freiburg, and 14 draws. Just 1 defeat though, past 6 for Leverkusen right now, 75% form. Against the Freiburg side, just 1 defeat past 6 for them, 75% form for them. Also, last round though, in Leverkusen was a 2-1 win for Freiburg. Get this, they're actually unbeaten against Leverkusen, back-to-back wins for them. Beat them last round at Leverkusen back in February 2021. On the reverse fixture, of course, a 2-1 win in Freiburg this campaign back in December as well. So maybe they know how to play them. However, they come into this on the back of that 4-1 loss to Union Berlin at home. You know, Leverkusen with a 4-2 win over Hoffenheim last time around. The odds for this one, 6-4 is your Leverkusen, 11-4 is your draw, 6-4 is your away win as well. That's Freiburg. Unfortunately, I can't see it. 2-0 win in the end for Leverkusen. That's it. Game, set, a match. Maybe Europa League football. I think, are they in the German Cup final or something? But anyway, next up, of course, we have Gladbag up against Hoffenheim. Of course, the final game of the season. Not the greatest season, of course, for Adi Hutter as manager for Gladbag. But, of course, locking horns against Hoffenheim. 31 times they played since 2007. 7 wins for Gladbag, 12 wins for Hoffenheim, 12 draws. Of course, just 1 defeat in the past 6 for Gladbag right now, 58% form. Up against Hoffenheim side, who of course haven't won in the last 8, 17% form for them. Of course, last time on in Gladbag was a 2-1 win for Hoffenheim. That was back in December 2020. The reverse fixture, of course, a draw in Hoffenheim back in December 2021. Hoffenheim, though, did lose to Leverkusen 4-2 last time around. Gladbag with a 1-1 draw on the road to Frankfurt. Of course, the odds for this one, though, Gladbag are actually 11-10 for the victory, 20-10 is your away win, 11-4 is your draw. I'm back in Gladbag. I've got to back my boys here. 1-0 win in the end for Borussia to take it to the house. Next, of course, we have Dortmund up against Hertha Berlin, which could have a sort of spin on the relegation battle, of course. These two sides all lock onto the Segundal Indoor Park. Of course, played 49 times since 1987. 26 wins for Dortmund, 11 wins for Hertha Berlin, 12 draws, of course. Dortmund, though, winning 3 and losing 3 of the last 6. 50% form up against the Hertha Berlin side. Just lost 1 to the last 4 by Felix Magath. Wasn't he Fulham manager once? Anyway, last time I played in Dortmund was a 2-0 win for Dortmund back in March 2021. The reverse fixture, of course, in Berlin. 3-2 win for Berlin back in December. That was match number 17. Berlin, of course, did lose to Mainz last time around. Dortmund with a 3-1 win over Greuther Fürth. The odds here, 94 on is your Dortmund, of course, with 17-4 is your draw, and 92 is your away win. That's Hertha Berlin. This could be the final game for Haaland, of course, in Borussia Dortmund colours. And of course, I do anticipate them to go out 31-0. That's right, that's 3-1. Yeah, of course, you can read that. 3-1 in the end for Dortmund. On this one, Stuttgart, of course, will need to beat Köln, of course, over at the Mercedes-Benz Arena. Played the 40 times in 1992. 11 was for Stuttgart, 15 was for Köln, 14 draws. Stuttgart, though, coming to this without a win in the last 6 games. 33% form for them. Up against the Köln side, just 1 defeat past 5. 67% form heading into this match as well. Last time around, though, over at Stuttgart was a 2-0 win for Köln. That was in the DFB podcast. That was this season in October. However, they also played each other last time around at Stuttgart in the league. It was a 1-1 draw back in October 2020. They played each other also in Köln this campaign back in December. Match number 17 was a 1-1 win for Köln as well. So Köln, back-to-back clean sheets, back-to-back wins over Stuttgart heading into this. They also come into this on the back of a defeat against Wolfsburg. That's Köln 2-2 draw, though. Stuttgart against Bayern last time, a big result for them, even though they probably played a fringe team or a little bit team that didn't really give a shit in the end. Anyway, of course, look at the odds for this one. It's 11-10 is your Stuttgart, so 11-4 is your draw, 20-10 is your away win. They're going to back, of course, a draw here. Not good enough for Stuttgart. I think they're going into that playoff spot. And of course, we'll have to duke it out with, I don't know, Holstein Kiel or something like that. Not Holstein Kiel. I don't know, somebody in there. Anyway, into the final two now. We got Union Berlin up against Bochum. Let's get into this one then, shall we? Of course, locking horns. Again, big win, big match for Union Berlin. Played each other 21 times in 2001, 11 to Union Berlin, 7 to Bochum, and 3 draws. Just one defeat in the past 6 games for Union Berlin. 75% form for them up against the Bochum side of 1-2 on the spin, 58% form. They'll be back next season. Bochum, so well played to them. Meanwhile, last round though in Berlin was a 2-0 win for Berlin back in December 2018. The reverse fixture, of course, and Bochum was a 1-0 win for Bochum back in, of course, December 2021. Bochum, though, picked up a 2-1 win over Bielefeld, back-to-back wins for them. Of course, Union Berlin with a 4-1 win over Freiburg. Of course, the odds here, we have 5-2 on is your Berlin, 50-4 is your draw, 6-1 is your long shots, of course. I'm backing Union Berlin with a win here. A 2-1 win for them. Again, it might not be good enough. It won't be good enough for top 4. It might be good enough for the Europa Conference League, or maybe even the Europa League, because Freiburg are going to lose against Leverkusen. We can see them leapfrogging them into 5th, and what a season that would be for them as well. Meanwhile, Augsburg are back at ground for Fürth, of course, as well. Same time, same day as well. 19 times they played since 2006. 8 was Augsburg, 5 wins for Greuther. They're going down. 6 draws, of course. Just 1 win 5 for Augsburg right now. 33% form up against the Greuther side. Who haven't won the last 6 games. 25% form heading into this match as well. Last round though in Augsburg, in competitive action was a 3-1 for Augsburg back in May 2013. The reverse fixture, of course, a 0-0 draw in Greuther back in December 2021. Meanwhile, Greuther picked up a 3-1 loss against Dortmund. Augsburg with, of course, a 4-0 loss to Leipzig, of course. The odds for this one then, Augsburg 20-11 on for their 10-3 is your draw. 17-4 is your Greuther. Greuther could go out with a bang here, but I don't see it. I'm going to go with a 1-0 whimper for Augsburg in the end to take the 3 points and, of course, send Greuther to the Zweite tier of Bundesliga. That's right. That's it, guys. That's all I've got for you for the Bundesliga. Be sure to get your picks in. Of course, we are still trying to see who is the predicting league winner. Of course, so make sure you do just that. Also, smash your subscribe, smash the thumbs up, smash the little bell as well. Does wonders for the algorithm, does wonders for the old channel, and of course, does wonders for you as you get content more just like this. But anyway, until then, boys, we're done right now. See you later, alligator. But until then, I'll see you soon.